oh, they actually deactivate auto hold when I press brake and not when I press accelerate. I mean accelerate also lah.
Yeah, so it's like the
must just pump only. So if you, but this one you press brake again, it will deactivate it. It is a Subaru 超级 I forgot. It's Forester e-Boxer. Hey guys, how's it going? Julian here. Welcome back to Sgcarmart Reviews. It's another day and another SUV, but not just any SUV, mind you. This is an all-wheel drive true blue SUV. It is the Subaru Forester e-Boxer GT Edition. Now, if you're thinking of trading in your car for this Subaru Forester e-Boxer GT Edition, why don't you try selling it with Quotz instead? Quotz helps you sell your car quickly and easily. With a new Quotz doorstep, get a professional inspection by our certified mechanics at your convenience anywhere on the island. Quotz will then auction out your car online to its wide network of dealers to bid on your car. Once bidding is complete, Quotz will update you with their best offer price at no obligation. It's that easy. To find out more, visit quotz.com.sg. That is QUOTZ.com.sg. Now back to the review. Now the GT Edition comes with all this additional cladding, black cladding right here, making it look one of the most aggressive SUVs in the market. So if you think about it, this car goes up against cars like the Mazda CX-5, Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, and even the Volkswagen Tiguan, and none of them come as close as this when it comes to aggressive looking design. Now at the side, the GT Edition differentiates itself from the rest of the variants with this 18-inch GT wheels. It's multi-spoke, it's quite cool looking, but as you know, multi-spoke rims, it's a bit of a difficulty washing it, but it does look cool. But the rest of the body, it still looks exactly the same as the rest of the variants. You get e-Boxer moniker right here, you get silver wing mirrors here, as well as door handles, and you also get this plastic cladding right here. So overall, it looks very rugged, which is always a good thing. Now at the back, it looks equally aggressive as the front thanks to this wing right here that only comes with the GT Edition. You also get additional cladding right here, Subaru AWD moniker. But what's really cool is you get multiple badges right here. You get Forester, you get e-Boxer, you get the GT Edition. You also get eyesight here, so it's kind of messy. You have like 4 badges crowding this area, but it's sort of just to show off exactly how well equipped this car really is. Open this up and you'll be faced with over 500 liters worth of hauling capacity. Now it will win the Mazda CX-5, that only has about 442 liters, but it loses out to the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid because that car has a massive 542 liters. But that said, this car will still fit a check-in luggage as well as the anti-trolley with absolute ease and then some. Unfortunately, it doesn't pass the anti-trolley's length test just by a little bit, And we thought it will still pass, but unfortunately it doesn't. See? See that? So no, it will not pass the anti-trolley's length test, but still the boot has a lot of things going for it because it has a lot of hooks here. So if you wanna, if you have like things to hook your, I don't know, your tapao food or something, it'll all work out. And the best part of all is you can actually knock down the rear seats with the small buttons here like this, and it folds flat. And once it's like this in this configuration, it has over 1,700 liters worth. I pressed the wrong button. The Subaru Forester e-Boxer is priced from $169,800 to $172,800. The 2-liter mild hybrid engine produces 148 brake horsepower and 194 Nm of torque. The Lineartronic CVT transmission brings the car from 0 to 100 km per hour in 11.8 seconds. The car has a claimed fuel consumption of 14.5 km per litre. For more details on the Subaru Forester e-Boxer or any other car, head on to sgcarmart.com to help you make the smart choice on your next car. Now at the back, as you can expect from an SUV, I'm getting ample leg room. I can even attempt to sit cross-legged like this. There you go, like this. The seats has already been adjusted, by the way, so yes. I'm about 1.6 meters tall, 1.8 meters. If you're about 1.8 meters, you can easily fit in here. There's a lot of leg, there's a lot of headroom as well. And it's just a flat, level sort of design, so you can actually just easily hop onto the center and put your feet up so that both your buddies at the side will not be affected. And mind you, the seats are really comfortable because this is actually exclusive to the GT Edition, this quilted leather design that you see here. So it sort of adds a little touch of luxury, a touch of style to the interior. You also have ISOFIX points right here as well as here and here as well. If it's just the two of you guys, you can knock this down, have a cup of coffee and enjoy. But what I really do like about the cabin is this. It's really well thought out. Now check this out, right? You actually have magazine holders, a magazine holder right here as well as here. It's very nicely done. You also have additional pockets here and here, which would be perfect for your handphone, just like this. See that? It's well thought out. I think it's really cool. Elsewhere, you still get aircon vents here, which is thankful in our crazy climate. Open this up, you have two USB ports here as well for charging your devices. All in all, it feels very good. The hard plastics feel like it will last for good 8 to 10 years. You have a bit of leather covering here as well as the door panels and more cubby holes here for you to put your water bottles. Yes, all in all, great place to be. I say it. Now at the helm, I'm faced with a very sporty looking steering wheel. Unfortunately, to me, there's just too much going on. There's a lot of buttons here, more so than usual. Beyond that is an instrument panel that's thrown back a few decades. It's still analog, but I'm not complaining because it's very straightforward and it's very fast free. So all the information that I need, which is essentially your RPM and your speed, is right here. You have another screen here which you can toggle via the info button on your steering. Everything you need to know will be here: how your car runs, fuel economy, your acceleration percentage. It's all there, including your aircon temp. So that's cool. Right here, there is a place for you to put your cell phone with a USB port as well as a 12-volt charger. Unfortunately, it is not a wireless charging pad. This car does not, for some reason, come with wireless charging pad. It also doesn't come, unfortunately, with ventilated seats. But that said, speaking of seats, the GT line exclusive seats are actually very comfortable. Now I'm saying this because even my own personal car doesn't come with ventilated seats. I know, right? But it's comfortable, and I think that's sort of a small trade-off that I'm willing to make. Fortunately, it does come with auto hold function here. It comes with the X mode here, which is essentially all your driving modes. So if this is an all-wheel driven car, you can comfortably take this off the road in a very capable manner, I'm sure. You have two cup holders here. Open this up. You have a compartment here that you have to lift this up in order to access it. You also have another 12-volt charger inside there. All in all, it looks really good. Looks really rugged with all these rubbery bits here as well as here. The only question is, can it drive as well as it looks? Well, one way to find out. So the Subaru Forester e-Boxer that we have here today has about 148 brake horsepower and 194 Newton meters of torque. Gets from 0 to 100 in about 11.8 seconds. It's about 1.5 seconds slower than the non-hybrid variant. Non-hybrid finishes about 10.3 seconds and has a slightly more horsepower than this unit. And despite this car having like lesser horsepower figures compared to the non-hybrid variant, you can still perform overtaking maneuvers with absolute ease, right? I mean, there's two buttons here. One is I, which is essentially comfort, and S, which is for sport mode. So when I press this, it immediately shows a higher torque curve. Your RPM starts climbing above 2,500 RPM, and you can just do accelerative behavior with ease, just like that. And it gets up to speed quite quickly. The CVT sounds a little bit rough when you do that, but it is by no means, it will not slow you down, because all you can do is just depress the pedal shifters at the side, and you can just go like the wind. This car, as I mentioned before, goes up against like the CX-5 as well as the Toyota RAV4 hybrid, right? For some reason, it feels a lot spacious and more comfortable to drive. I'm not so sure what that reason is. I have a feeling there's two things I'm thinking of right now. The first thing is because I'm actually seated very high. And because of that, I can actually have a very clear view out, which sort of instills confidence. So if you're sort of like the new driver with a family that is, you just kind of want to get a SUV, this is actually a consideration in all honesty, because you want to make sure that you are comfortable driving a relatively big car. Not that this is huge by any means, but what I mean is sometimes driving a car like this requires a bit of confidence just so that you can stay in your lane without having to worry whether you're out of it, because sometimes it feels like the arches at the sides just swollen, so you feel like you don't really know whether you're in the right direction, whether you're in the lane or not. The second thing, it just feels very bright, which sort of helps a lot with the whole ambience of the cabin. Sort of makes it feel very, very airy. It feels very clean, very fresh, especially with this. And mind you, it has been raining for the past, 24 to 36 hours. It's madness. So it's not crazy sunny, it's just normal 11 a.m. sort of feel. So I suspect it's because of these two reasons. It makes this car feel very, very fresh and easy and spacious to drive. Now I say spacious, I say easy to drive is also because of the fact that the steering wheel, while it's well weighted, it's a bit vague, it's a bit numb, but it still feels very confidence inspiring. I wouldn't take it round the bends too quickly, as I've tried. You can't defy the laws of physics, man. It actually rolls a fair bit, but it still holds its own very, very well. And as a family SUV, it is actually slightly, just very slightly on the stiffer. It actually feels stiffer than the RAV4, but more comfortable than the CX-5 for some reason. The CX-5 feels stiffer than this, so this is right smack in between. Sort of makes you feel like you can do a little bit of spirited runs every once in a while and still ferry your family in a very comfortable manner. You will soak up the bumps and ruts with absolute ease, but the problem is when you get really, really broken tarmac, a little bit of vibration is sent to the cabin, but that's just really me trying to fault the car. So yes. So the Subaru Forester e-Boxer. Is it a will buy, won't buy, or go try? I reckon you should go try the car. This car is very competent. It is very enjoyable to drive. You are getting a lot of car for the money that you're paying. At this point in time, it will set you back about $170,000. At a time when COE prices are crazy high, $170,000 is very, very reasonable. You're actually getting a lot of car for that. But I say go try because there are a lot of options in the market today. You have the RAV4 Hybrid, you have the CX-5, you have the Tiguan. So you should actually try all of these cars out first before making a decision. But do not leave this car out. You have to try it because, to me at least, it will not disappoint. Plus, we are unable to show you this on a video clearly, but I've actually tried the car with the EyeSight 4, or rather I've tested the EyeSight 4 in the Forester before. You can actually click on the pop-up button to read more about that. It's actually very effective with the auto braking and all. So if you're thinking about ferrying your family from point to point in a very safe manner, this is something to really consider, I feel. But yes, it's a go try. So there you have it, guys. That's the review of the Subaru Forester e-Boxer. Hope you enjoyed the review as much as I've driven the car. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel and comment in the comment box below and let us know what you think about this car. Is it a will buy, won't buy, or go try for you? Please also follow us on TikTok. Our handle is @Sgcarmart. In the meantime, stay safe, be well. Again, thank you for watching. Ciao. Open this up and you'll be faced with about 500 liters worth of hauling capacity. It's a lot better than the Mazda CX-5. Do you have to do that again? Yes, excellent game. Wow, it's actually very bright. I already forgot what you just said.